Whoa now. And just what do you figure you're doing up here? Listen, friend. The Borst King of Monarch does not negotiate with coveters. How about you bring me Catherine's severed head, and I will gift you a lifetime supply of Borst. Indeed it is. Did you partake of the experiment? I would like to hear your assessment of the quality of each sample, if so. Oh, the king will make it awful worth your while. In fact, he would fancy to mount her head right above his desk. For true, you figure she will appreciate my skills? They did take me years to perfect. So, what can I do for you? My full attention is at your disposal. Have you handled it? 'Cause the king don't care to wait, friend. Why the disturbance? I've got bodies to reassign their work schedules. Speak up, friend. The Borst King is a busy man. Marvelous. Now to your predilection, which of the sample cans spurred your appetite for more? Blue, red, or green? Don't wait so long the meat rots. Then I won't be able to trust your answers. You ain't a very loyal employee, are you? Still, I reckon it's better that sow than me be led to the slaughterhouse. Thank the dark stars. And I want you to know, friend, this head, Catherine's head, it means something to me. The king reckons he owes you this much. Yes. Expect periodic deliveries of Borstwurst to your ship. Not what I expected, but I shan't complain. What became of the plan for our partnership? I do not fancy unexpected occurrences. You ought to know. Still, a deal is a deal. And the king, he values those loyal to him. And he is awful generous to them. Yes, you are looking awful fine. Well seasoned. I mean, 'tis always a pleasure to see you, friend. Business is booming, and the king owes his life to you. Thank you for all you have done. You desire that I should lower myself to Catherine's level of crassness and filth? I cannot fathom how that would cotton myself. According to whom? Why do you yet linger? I don't suppose you wish to join me for a meal. I got places to see, people to carve to ribs. I mean, partake in professionally appropriate conversations with. Untrue. I merely did not expect a visitor in my private chambers, where I expect solitude, while I slaughter them who disobey, and while I butcher my dinner. These are my private quarters, friend. I don't allow tours up here. I don't allow tours ever on deeper consideration. Yes, of course. That much is clear on account of your uniform. But I don't know you, so didn't take you for one of mine. I ought to can you for slacking on the job. I ought to grind you through the machine. Give me one fine reason not to make you the king's dinner. Certain things require a mess to do well. See, I was just killing some time. I prefer to prepare my dinner by my own hand. Nothing like fresh and bloody Borstwurst. Right. On account of, seeing as I ain't ever approved one, so as my way of saying welcome, I must ask you, what in the blackest hole would possess you to traipse into my office? Uninvited, unannounced, propelled, no doubt, by some form of death wish. Intrusions and infractions really quicken me with anger. By sublight, you mean Catherine, do you not? That greedy, star-crossed sow. It? A fair and handsome deal is what it is. Betwixt her shoulder blades? Gladly. Piss! And I had hoped it might not come to this. Never mind. Never I should mind? I will never you right up your dark... I mean... All right. Yes, all right. You got yourself a deal with the king. And a handsome one it is. Something I like to savor. The taste of victory. Better than Borstwurst it is. I swear, if you haven't... Easier for who? You knee-knocking, Borst-shitting sack of organs! Make it so, and make it swift. And the king shall reward you with a mountain of cysty flesh like you cannot believe. See that you do, friend. See that you do. No, I don't see the advantage to me. Besides, didn't anyone tell you? The king don't bow to demands, nor stoop to negotiations, friend. If it will keep that sublight sow off my back, then it's an undoubtedly worthwhile pursuit. The king is interested. John Hancock me on the dotted line, friend. I will even give her a cut of the profits, requiring she keeps clear of my short hairs. Tell Catherine she is permitted to dump the bodies each and every Tuesday, precisely at 3 a.m. I do own a factory known for specializing in the canning of Borstwurst. On occasion, I like to imbibe other parts of the cysty pig. Did you fancy me a cannibal? Perish the thought. No, I don't eat the bodies, I disappear. A joke, that last was. Apology considered. Whether accepted is yet to be determined. 'Cause if you were one of mine for more than a single hour, you'd know better than to intrude, you weak-chin, cysty-sucking meatbag. Do not push me. I am not one to suffer insults. Some other time, perhaps. Now, which one contained the human remains? And you said it was the one that most greatly increased your appetite for more. Now that is disturbing. Interesting. Peculiar, even. Which can had the smoothest texture, and the least? Which had the most pungent taste? Surely it is. And I find immense satisfaction in your answer. A fine answer. Yes, this latest ratio will do nicely. I do thank you for participating, though. I believe I must adjust the ratio before the next sampling. You think to blackmail me? Try it. The king will grind you to bone spurs and toenails. I don't intimidate easily, but I also am not a moron. I'd rather avoid the possibility of sustaining mortal injury by your hand. The king built this golden monopoly brick by brick from the rubble when the corpse abandoned monarch. No, he ain't the sort to partner up, as that requires the sharing of power and profits. However, I remain unconvinced she could provide the means to make the association worth my while. If you ain't noticed, I'm doing swell, ruling this kingdom on my own. I do admire a properly ruthless individual. Ah, but Catherine would admire a man of my inclinations and skill. That is what you imply, yes? She will supply the worship I so rightly deserve. Very well. Take a gander around you, friend. Now tell me, does the king look to be the sort of man that intimidates easy? Ain't no heaven, nor mercy, to be found in these facilities. Now listen, friend. Yes, I recognize a force to be reckoned with when it storm rolls into my factory. Exactly. Yet I recognize a force to be reckoned with. If Catherine sent you, she risked her best agent because she desires to possess what the king can offer her. I believe Catherine may rightly admire a man of my inclinations and skill. This partnership could be greatly pleasurable for me. While I approve of your associate's cautious nature, I still teeter on the verge of losing my patience. I do appreciate you pointing that out to me, and yet that does not change my state of mind regarding your intrusion into my personal quarters. Let us move forward with the present proceedings.